listen to what I'm about to ask you, because this is a very important question that needs to be answered very honestly and needs to be answered with 100% truth. Have you or anybody you know come from CSGO to CS2 and now experience signs of sadness, loneliness, loss of hope, breaking out in hives, shrunken testicle, no will to live, or is just now in an overall state of depression? I'm here to tell you that your feelings, they're valid. There's some dark stuff going on behind the scenes, and I'm gonna explain. And this is not gonna be me just being like, oh, CSGO was better than CS2. I'm not gonna say it, even though I really want to. I'm not just gonna say that. I'm gonna keep this as real, as personal, and as raw as possible. Counter-Strike. Now we're on Counter-Strike 2. There's now 2 of them. Actually, there's only one. Not really sure why it's called 2 if they left the other one behind. You know. What can you do? So let's just hop into a game really quick, okay? So, I mean, wow. Look at this. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the shadows, the textures. I mean, good lord, dude. Valve, you hired a goddamn artist. All right, there's so much detail. This is beautiful. Let's just go ahead and hop into a map that we all love. Nobody can get enough of it. So here we are, right? Cedar Creek. This place looks amazing. The colors are vibrant. The edges are edging. The bugs are bugging. The barrels are fucking... The barrels are... The lights fluorescent. The sinks shining, polished. Look down. This is like a scenic view, right? All the shadows. I mean, I might as well be in the goddamn Grand Canyon. I mean, the reds. Phenomenal. The blues, my favorite color. That is blue. That looks good. And unfortunately, that's about where my compliments end for Counter-Strike 2. And it's kind of like me, I guess. Like I may look okay from the outside. At least I think so. I look, you know, I don't look fucking disgusting. I might have like a, you know, I've got like a pimple right here. It's whatever. I'm sure Counter-Strike has its fair share of pimples. But other than that, things look pretty damn good. Now, things don't always look so great on the inside, do they? No. I mean, they rarely do. Because deep down, I have many of problems, and things are not very pretty on the inside. And when you take a look behind that visual wall, that distraction, you know, that facade, and you take a hard look at, you know, the mechanics and all the little intricate parts, and you start to notice that things are not so great. You know, maybe you've got a wire that's like crossed, maybe you have an oil leak, maybe a piston is firing when it's not supposed to, or maybe the shit's just on fire and it's smoking, which doesn't make any sense. There shouldn't be smoke. Why the fuck is this shit smoking? And all this applies to Counter-Strike 2. You know, you've got phenomenal visuals. I mean, spectacular. And then right underneath that little level, you've got cheaters. People are running around cheating, thinking they're being slick with these $15 9-year-old Steam accounts. Okay, they've got Pillar of Community and they've got comments disabled. They have 2,000 hours on the game and then they've got 1 commend on their Counter-Strike profile. But they're sure as hell not cheating. Okay, you've got Subtick. This shit cut the entire core of the game's mechanics and enjoyment of playing by half. This is like giving someone a 720p 120 hertz monitor for 10 years and then being like, now you have to play on this new monitor that's 4K OLED display, but you only get 60 hertz. But hey, I mean, at least it looks good. But the problem I'm having is that I will continue to play this game no matter what. I mean, I absolutely love it. You know, I've given up all of life's greatest opportunities so I could sit here and play another game of Nuke. So basically, I have what you would call an addiction, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that feel just like me, okay? You get off of work one day, you come home after a long, hard, vigorous day of just trying to convince yourself that, you know, you're happy, that the crash wasn't your fault, and that there was nothing you could have done to save those people, and you hop on Counter-Strike, and you cannot wait to get into a game. Start having a little bit of fun, you know? And you start missing a few shots. Okay, you peek someone, you go back behind a wall, and you die 5 seconds later because of the subtick. And then all of a sudden it sets in, right? Like, wait, why am I not relaxed right now? You know, I just drank 10 goddamn beers, and I feel sober as a judge. And guess what? Right when that game ends, you hop right back into another game. And you know you do. I know I do. And guess what? Cycle starts all over. Before you know it, it's been 6 hours, your ass is sweaty, your wife already packed up, took the kids, but you were too busy to even notice because you were trying to hit a damn edge bug. Okay, this game sucks you dry. Okay, and not in a good way. It sucks you dry of all your dignity, passion, happiness. Anything that makes you happy, throw it out the door. And Valve can do just about as much as they want. Or I guess if you want to say as little as they want. And you and me are going to sit here and queue another 5 games of comp. Okay, they don't have to update the game. They don't have to fix anything because we're just going to keep playing it. The Valve, you know, we're like junkies. Valve is like the crack dealer, dealing the same shitty crack every day. And we are the crack junkies, and we understand how bad the crack is and are fully conscious and knowing that we cannot keep supporting it. And maybe you're watching this video and you don't even play CS, right? But you do crack. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You have an addiction, you realize it, you realize what it's doing to you, how it's depleting you of all your happiness, but the shit is just so damn good. So you just keep doing it. And then every once in a while, you have your coming to Jesus moment. And this is my coming to Jesus. Okay, this is like our NAAA meeting. And here we all are just hashing it out. So I'm talking to you guys, right? So it's my turn. Technically, it's my turn. You'll get your turn, and there's no judgment. So group huddle, you know, my name is Bobia, aka Table, aka Funky Monkey, and I have an addiction. Yada yada. I speak about my issues, and the next person goes, and so on. NA meeting is over. Time to go home. We're all ready. Then what happens? Bam. Right back to the car, take another hit. Right back to the house, hop on the computer, boot up another game of Nuke. And I think the biggest problem is that we have not seen an update in 3 years. It has been 3 years since we've gotten an operation update. And I think an update would really defeat this whole rant of me comparing this game to just straight drugs. Because with drugs, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, they're not pushing out an update for crack every year. Everyone isn't on the edge of their seat waiting for the next cocaine or whip it update to come out. You know, and with Counter-Strike, you've set this expectation for yourself to see an update come out every once in a while, or at least see some work done to the game, at least in areas where the game is failing. If they updated the damn game, I wouldn't feel so crazy for playing it every day. Again, this is just where I stand. This is where I stand. And I hope there's a lot of people out there that can relate to what I have just said. You know, thinking back, what I said was, you know, a lot of nonsense, but it's how I feel, and my feelings are valid. And I would love to tell you that I'm taking a stance against Counter-Strike 2, but that would just be a complete lie. Right when I get done recording this, I'm just gonna queue another game of comp, and you know, that's just how it is. And you know, that's just kind of how I look at Counter-Strike 2. And it might be exactly how you feel, and you might feel completely different about the game, okay? And your feelings are not valid. You know, I will continue normal videos soon, and I hope this mess doesn't, you know, steer you away from my channel. But yeah, normal videos soon. I will continue to make videos like this if you like. My brain is chock full of great thoughts, clearly. Now, that's all of my hard-earned. This is all from playing Nuke. It makes you physically strong. I mean, goddamn, look at that. And here it's a mess. Right in here. It's time to put on my blue light glasses so I can go play more Counter-Strike. I will see you guys. Look at that. In the next video. Cut. Smooth transition there. Karambit. Fade. Peace, guys. Peace, guys.